everyone, so I'm back with the second part of my 2022 Project Life that I wanted to flip through in full. So this is the second part. So this is from week 26 right up until week 52. So week 26 wasn't the greatest. I didn't feel very well this week. I seem to have got a cold or something. But I used the Cocoa Vanilla Studio for this week, and I really love how it turned out. It's just a shame that the week wasn't as pretty. But yeah, so basically just a little bit. So I was at home most of the week as I didn't feel very well. Just picture of Joe playing Mango and working from home. I did go and see my friends for some lunch one day, and then Joe and I did go to the cinema when I started to feel a bit better. But then really sadly my childhood sort of dog died. I mean, she was 16, so she was doing very well, but it was just a really sad text to get from my mum to say that she passed away. So I still wanted to obviously put that in there, you know, to remember her by. So yeah, and then there's obviously some pictures of Moose. Me and Moose, this again was when I had really bad migraine. I just slept so much the whole day. Luckily I was off. So yeah, just not feeling very well this week. And then we went out last sort of day of the week. We went round to see Joe's friends, and they've got a really cute cat who's only got 3 legs, bless her. And then we had Bilbo for the weekend. So yeah, a bit of a just at home sort of week, a few bits and pieces out and about, but mostly at home and just not feeling very well, and obviously grieving my little doggy passing away. Week 27 was a bit more cheerful, I suppose. We were getting ready to go on holiday. We were going to Corfu the following week. Joe was really sweet. He bought me this lovely necklace and these sandals that I really wanted to go on holiday with, and he bought them for me, which was nice. And then this is me packing. We went out for a meal to celebrate Joe's sister that passed away 8 years ago. We went out to celebrate her birthday on the 5th of July, so that's the whole sort of family there, which was nice to see everyone. I was in the office training someone, and I bought a big bowl of strawberries, and it was just really nice to enjoy that because it was nice and summery, sort of. It felt like summer eating strawberries. And then we had the sort of shock news, even though it wasn't that shock of news. Our Prime Minister was resigning, and I've never really involved politics and news in my project life, but I just thought I would this time, because it was this year, and obviously this couple of years, are the only time I've actually really followed politics because of the COVID pandemic, and I was actually quite interested in this, so I wanted to put that in there just for that. But I haven't really done much else with like news or anything in my albums since then. And then on the Saturday we were heading over to Manchester Airport. So there's a picture of our suitcases at the train station, waiting for our train to Manchester Airport. I used a Cartabella collection for this one. It was like a gather together family one, because Sarah, Joe's sister that died, her favourite flowers were sunflowers, so that's how we remember her by, and these had some lovely sunflowers over them, so I thought that was quite ideal for that one. So in week 28 we were in Corfu, so we went on the Sunday and came back on the Sunday, and it was so nice. We've been wanting to go to Corfu for a couple of years now, and obviously because of the pandemic we couldn't, but I just included some pictures basically of our just overview of our trip. But obviously I have got a full flip through of our trip up on my channel anyway, so if you want to go see the whole Corfu album, it is there. So yeah, some pictures of us going, and just some key pictures of like what we did that week, so like a little road trip, the beach. This is just a postcard that I just wrote in the back. We went to Corfu town, we went to a donkey sanctuary, we had like cocktails and beach bars and watched the sunset. So yeah, really cute. I used the Echo Park collection on one of the summer ones for this one because it was bright and colourful. So yeah, really enjoyed just bits and pieces from the holiday. I love using my summer and travel collections for Project Life, and I love this card as well. So yep, so that was Corfu. And then we landed back on the Sunday for week 29. I used a Rosie's Studio collection, and I love this week. I love how this turned out. So we landed back on the Sunday. It was so hot. We came back in the middle of a heat wave, and for England to have a heat wave, it just gets so unbearably hot because we don't have aircon or anything in our homes. So it was just so warm. The cats were just unbelievably warm. Mango was turning 1 this week. And she also ended up in the vets because her heartbeat was just really, really quick and it wasn't calming down. So they actually ended up keeping her overnight, which was really stressful. I just didn't like it. I didn't like being away from her and not knowing what was going on. She did actually cost us a lot of money, but luckily we have insurance, so that was paid for, so that was fine. But I still photocopied the receipt and put her in there because I couldn't believe how much it cost. And we didn't even get a solution of what was actually wrong with her. She just went into shock for some reason. Probably the heat. So then we had ice creams. The ice cream van came round. Once, you know, Mango was back home and I was de-stressed, we celebrated with ice creams for the summer. And this was our little DIY of how to keep sort of cool in the summer. We had the fan on the open window, blowing in cold air. We had frozen bottles of water in front of a fan. Like, it was very, very warm. We couldn't seem to cool down. And then I went down to see my family for this week because it was my mum's 60th and my grandma's 80th. So I went down to see them for the weekend. Just pictures of my mum in the garden. She's got a really, really pretty, they've both got a really, really pretty garden because they're both gardeners for a living, so they would do. And then the 3 cats, I managed to get them all in one picture. It's just a cute little picture of Betty with her little balls that she was falling asleep with. And then we went out for a afternoon tea for my grandma's 80th, which was cute. So I got a picture of us all there with her 80th balloon. Cute. So yes, that was that week. It's nice doing a summer week. Week 30, I decided to go with this green week because there's a lot of green in these photos. So I thought it'd be quite nice to use this one. This is a Simple Stories collection, quite a new one. So week 30, I was coming back up from my family. So this is King's Cross Station in London. And these are the trains obviously I travel on. I got back and Moose was really clingy. I like these pictures of him with me in the bath. And then we decided to go, Joe and I decided to go for a little bit of a walk over to this new part in Leeds that we're potentially looking at maybe buying a house one day. So we just went for a walk there to see what the houses were like. And then we also made a day of it to go to Knaresborough and go to Mother Shipton's Cave because I've never been, and it's actually the top rated and the oldest attraction in the UK. So it was really good. We really enjoyed it. It was something different, and I'm glad we've been. It was just nice to go really and take advantage of, you know, our local area. So that was that. And then these are just some pictures. Didn't really do too much this week actually, back end of the week. So this is just Moose and Mango waiting for their tea. That's literally what they do every day at 5 o'clock. I went for a nice walk. I'm trying to go for a walk after work to get my steps in now that I am officially working from home. And then it was Joe's sister's 30th birthday. So this is just a nice picture of bits and pieces that she had at home. And then we went to her party where there was like karaoke, and yeah, got some pictures of Joe and I there, and obviously them all doing karaoke together, which was cute. So yeah, so that was week 30. Week 31, I used a Vicky Boutin collection, still really colourful for obviously still summer. It was our 9-year anniversary this year, so we didn't actually do much at all, to be honest. We do a lot throughout the year together anyway, so we just tend to chill out or have food or something for our anniversary. So we do a lot throughout the year. We did buy each other gifts, and that's what we did. So you'll see next week what we actually I gifted Joe, and that was our day out sort of thing. But Joe got me a velvetizer, which I've always wanted, because I don't drink tea or coffee, so I like hot chocolates and stuff, and he bought me a velvetizer, which I love. We watched the women's football on the Sunday, which was good, because they won, which was really, really good. And we booked another holiday. We're going to Strasbourg in France for the Christmas markets, which is really exciting. I've always wanted to do that. And we're going by trains. Well, we went by trains, so that was really interesting. I still haven't done the scrapbook yet. Still just getting through some other bits, but hopefully one will be up soon. I went to White Rose on the bus, which I hardly ever do. White Rose is a shopping centre. I always just drive, but I didn't have a car, so I thought I'd get the bus, which was a new thing for me. And I joined the library, finally. I finally got like a library card and joined the library, which has changed my life because you get so many books for free. And I didn't even know. I did know about the libraries, but I didn't think they held as many books as I thought they did. I didn't realise they held all the new ones and stuff. So that's good. And then the back part of the week, on Friday and Saturday, I had quite a few, well, 2 social events to go to. It was my friend Anastasia's leaving do, so we went out in Leeds to celebrate that. And then we went out for brunch on the Saturday in York, which was nice. So this is a picture of our cocktails and our food and us all together. And then I've been helping my friend out with some train tickets and stuff, so she brought us some chocolates and some Prosecco, which is really nice of her. So that is what's down there. So I really like this page, it's really colourful. And yeah, really, I like all the big cut parts and stuff, and the little journaling things that like look layered. I like that's what Vicky Boutin does, it's really cool. So then week 32 was another very warm, sunny week. We went over to see our friends and their little doggy Buster. He was so cute. And then we went round to Joe's sister's for a barbecue because her dad was going away pretty shortly. So we wanted to have like a barbecue and stuff. So we got us all in a photo there. They issued obviously a amber weather warning for extreme heat, so I just wanted to put that in there because we don't get that very often up here in Yorkshire, so I wanted to put that in. And then this is where we celebrated our anniversary, so I gifted Joe like a spa break, and so we went to this really lovely place to have like massages and afternoon tea and things, so that was really cool. So this is the actual I can't think what it's called now. That's really bad. I'm going to have to write where it was because I just can't think. I know it was in Wetherby, but I have to figure out what the name of the place was because it was really good. And then obviously this is pretty much our Friday, Saturday. So this was us in our robes at the spa with the massage. That's the massage room. And then we had afternoon tea, which was really nice as well. There was also a wedding going on, so we were really enjoying watching that whilst we were having afternoon tea. And then on the Saturday, Saturday, we went to Malton, which was different. We've never been before, but they had like a food market on and stuff. So this was this big like wall painting of like the original Yorkshire pudding recipe, which I think is quite cute. So Joe just sat on the bench next to that. This was us at the train station. And then this is a little food market there. So that was quite nice to go and visit a town that we've not been to before. This was another Simple Stories collection that I love. Very summery and very bright. So, and I got to use some of the label tags that I don't always get to use. So yeah, so that is that one. Then week 33, didn't really do much at all, to be honest. I worked pretty much most of this week. They needed someone else at work because one of the managers were off, so I worked a lot of my days off to help out. So probably pretty much didn't leave the week apart from the Sunday. We went to a garden centre on the Sunday for breakfast and they had all these fish. That's what that picture is. These bits and pieces are from Hobbycraft. They're not the most interesting of things, but obviously I wanted to use them up. So I thought for a week that I didn't really do much, I wanted to use probably the bare basics, basically. I didn't want to use a fancy collection for when I didn't really do too much. So yeah, I used this one. So not my favourite layout, but the memories are in, the week's done, so that's fine. So yeah, so just nice sunsets. Joe brought me back KFC for work whilst I was working, which was really nice of him. And I just went down to like food shopping, and the weather just turned a little bit. There was grey clouds and rain again, so yeah, that's the end of summer for us. And then the cats were pretty much the end of my week because I was just at home. So these are Moose just chilling out. He loves his little mat that my mum made for him, and he's just being cute. My grandma sends me like these random packages every month with just some bits and pieces in, so I wanted to take a picture of that. This is the cats snuggled up together, and then I was in bed reading my book with Mango, which is cute. So yeah, very, very boring week. Didn't really leave the house at all. Week 34, I was training a new person at work, again working a lot. So I wanted to use the Simple Stories school collection because I thought it was quite good, because I was also training an ex-teacher, so it just matched it quite nicely. So on the Sunday, we went round to Joe's sister's for Sunday lunch, which was really nice. I was in the office all week, so that's me with my shoes on and stuff waiting for the train. I downloaded Be Real this week and I love it, absolutely. I don't know why. I don't really do social media at all, to be honest, apart from my scrapbooking thing on Instagram. I don't put anything else up on my personal life, but I just really like Be Real. So I have that, and then this was me getting absolutely soaked coming home from work, obviously being in the office and things, because we don't really have a summer. We have a couple of weeks of nice weather and then it changes to rain. This quote here is quite a long quote. It's about the 90s and I just absolutely loved it. My friend put it on Facebook and so I took it off and printed it out because I think it was just really fitting. It just really reminded me of all my like childhood and stuff. And then this was when Mango discovered that she can get up onto the roof. So that is her on top of like the Velux windows, that where it's circled, she's on top of that. So she's learned how to get up there, bless her. And then there's just some pictures of us at home. So Moose was snuggled up on my lap. Bilbo was round, so we're playing with his ball. Yeah, he's cute. He just likes to put it in your lap and he just waits for you to throw it again. So bless him. So yeah, we have Bilbo for the last part of the week as well. And then it started to turn into like sort of autumny sort of vibe. So I turned my collections into more autumn and home style and darker colours rather than bright colours for summer. So week 35. Again, pretty much at home, really. Didn't do too much. Took Bilbo for a walk. We went for another Sunday lunch. We've been for a lot of Sunday lunches recently. I didn't even know. Until you do this, you don't realise how many Sunday lunches you go out for. So we went out to this really nice place in Murfield, the Hare and Hounds, for the Sunday lunch there. We had Bilbo stills. This is just cute photos of him with his head in my lap and Moose in the background. This was the massive bruise that I got for jumping over a wall with Bilbo. The like nail head went right in the middle of my leg and it really bruised. This was when Bilbo stole this ball from someone's garden and carried it all the way around. He popped it and carried it all the way around the park. So bless him. He enjoyed it, but I do feel sorry for the person whose ball it was. Hopefully they don't miss it too much. And then I went out for food with my friends in York, which was nice. I did loads of scrapbooking. I was doing Venice, I think, at this point. And then I love this. I went to TK Maxx and HomeSense and they have all the autumn Halloween candles in, which are really cool. I love them all. And I love getting a new one each year. I use the Simple Stories Heart and Home, I think it's called, for this week. And I do really like it for that one. And then week 36, I was really taking advantage of the coming into September for the autumn vibe. So a lot of pumpkins and things and oranges. So again, just chilled out at home on the Sunday. Joe brought me back a McDonald's milkshake, bless him. I went round to my friends and we went to the cinema to go see Where the Crawdads Sing. And then I stayed over hers because I was training her the next day. So I was playing with her cat. And we went for cakes whilst we were out working and stuff, so that was nice. And then we met up with our friends in York for some food. She was currently pregnant at this point, so it was just nice to catch up before they had the baby. And then this was Buster, their dog, looking out the window in York, which is cute. And this was our food, which was really, really good. This was Mango and me in bed. And then unfortunately the Queen died this week, so quite a momentous occasion in the UK. Obviously we all went into mourning, so every poster, everything around was just about the Queen and things, and it was just it's one of those people that you assume was just going to live forever. It's crazy when she actually did pass away, so I wanted to include that in here on that. And then I actually used one of these face mask things to have a chilled out Saturday. So yeah, so that's that one. And in week 37, we was in the Dominican Republic. So I've done this album as well. I've completed this one. So that is up on my channel if you want to go watch that in full. So yeah, we flew on the Sunday from Manchester. That was just our plane map. Just some bits and pieces about our week, the key things that we did. We didn't really do much. We just laid by the pool and the beach and ate food and just relaxed, really. It was so hot. This is just a map of like the Caribbean with the Dominican Republic sort of highlighted. It didn't laminate very well, this one, but it's fine. So yeah, that's the Dominican Republic postcard. And then some more pictures of us sort of chilling. Our hotel had like a little flamingo, like a resident flamingo. We went on a dune buggy excursion, which was cool. And then we had, you know, nights on the beach and walking along the beach and stuff. So this week I used a P13 collection. I pretty much used most of it up, apart from a few cutter parts and stuff, but all the main components are done, all the like big cutter parts and stuff. So it was fun to use that one up. And then we got back for week 38. We flew back on the Sunday, got back on the Monday morning. We left just in time for hurricane. Well, it was just a tropical storm, but it turned into a hurricane. Fiona. We were very, very lucky to leave. It was so windy. I didn't think our plane was going to take off, to be honest, but it did, and it got us out of there. And a day later, the storm really hit Dominican, and flights got cancelled. So I'm very thankful that we got home. But this was me snuggled up at home because I was so jet lagged. We were both so jet lagged from Monday onwards, just trying to sort of get ourselves back into a rhythm. I used another photo play collection for this one with a few simple stories elements. This again was about the hurricane, and then that says give thanks, basically, to, that we got home. I watched the Queen's funeral, which is just that one there. I tried to stay awake as much as I could to go and watch that. I did a massive clean of the house because obviously we've been away for a week, and also my parents were coming up. And this was little Mango just being really cute. She was tucked herself into the corner of the corner of the sofas. And then my parents came up, so there's just some pictures. My mum and sister playing with Charlie, Joe's mum's dog, that we had. My dad looking out at the view, me and my mum in the car. We went to York and we got some donuts from this really cool place. And then we had a family night playing Game of Life, which is really cute. So really nice little memories to have. Week 39, didn't really do too much. My parents went home on the Sunday. We had Chinese that evening. I stripped all the beds, and the cats were on the bed straight away. The minute that someone comes around and stays, they're lost because they love the spare bed. So I stripped it all and they were straight back on it. Bless them. I went for a really nice walk on the Monday. All this, the sky was nice and bright and colourful and stuff, so that was cute. This week is a Pink Fresh Studio week, I think. Quite plain. There's not too much colour, but it's fine. It's how it is. We went to go see Catherine Ryan, me, Joe and my friend Ellie. We went in York, so that was really nice to go and see her. We really enjoyed watching Catherine Ryan. This was just a picture that my friend sent me of baby Mango. So it'd been a year since we brought her home and people came around to see her, which is cute. And then this was a really cool picture of the sky. It was like pink clouds. You can normally see the town and everything from our garden, but you couldn't see anything at all, so that was quite cool. And this was just a quote. Work's been giving me a bit of anxiety at this point. It still is, to be fair, but I just like this quote because I do work on the railway, so it just really matched. And then on the Saturday I did this insert because we went round to our friend's baby shower, so I wanted to do a full insert for that because they're having a little baby boy, so they had it all blue and themed around that, and they had these little prediction cards and stuff, so it's cute. So a picture of us together and me and Joe mucking around with the table props and stuff, so cute. That's an Echo Park collection as well, that one. Then week 40 was going into like a Halloween vibe because I like to use Halloween vibes for October because I don't get to use much of the collection, so I wanted to make the most of it. The cats brought a mouse in and they let it go behind all my craft stuff, so luckily we got it out, but then they wouldn't leave the cupboards alone. They could smell it still, so they were there all day. We went to KFC, which I was really looking forward to. I love a KFC treat. That we don't go very often, but when we do, I love it. And then we went out for food. We went to this new restaurant for us, Byron Burgers, which was nice in York. All the fall colours were out. Fall? I don't say fall. I'm English. I'm autumn. It's too many Americans. I'm watching too many American videos to say fall, but yeah, autumn. Autumn colours are out and about. We had Bilbo, so we took him for a nice walk, and he had this massive stick. I caught him smiling. He does this thing where he smiles at you, and it's so cute. And then I went out for a few drinks with my work friends after work. And then I started post-crossing again, which is exciting because I do love post-crossing. And there's just a cute picture of Bilbo as well. So yeah, loving all the Halloween vibes on this one. Week 41 was a busy one, actually. We had Bilbo for the first part of the week, so there's just a picture of us taking for a walk. All the mushrooms were growing as well, which is cool. We had the fire on because it started to get a bit chilly. I bought Mango and Moose these tiny little mice with Halloween jumpers on, and they're so cute, and they loved them. This was them holding hands, bless them. We went out for food. We had like a date night. Joe and I went to this Italian restaurant that Joe wanted to try, which was nice. And then on the Saturday, this is all about Saturday, we went to go see The Lion King with my whole family. So it was supposed to be just me and my mum, and then Joe added on, then my sister added on, then my grandma added on, and then my dad added on. So everyone was going at the end of it, but it was really nice. So this is the curtain for the Lion King. This was a rainbow before we left. I thought it was quite cute. We obviously travelled down to London whilst my family travelled up to London. So this is the trains, and this is the Flying Scotsman train, which I've seen, I think, once, but it was cool that, you know, got to see it again, pulled up alongside the trains that Joe drives himself, which is fun. Then this was us outside the Lion King Theatre, the Lyceum Theatre, and just pictures, some funny pictures of me and my family there, which are cute. So yeah, another Echo Park collection, very Halloween-y sort of vibes, because it's the middle of October. And in week 42, we was in Budapest, and this is the album that I'm currently working on. So it will hopefully be up on the channel shortly. It's just obviously taken a while to get through, so it will be up hopefully as soon as possible. But I used a photo play collection for this one, because I like the greens and reds for this. So yeah, pictures of us travelling down to the airport, our apartment, you know, and just some landscapes and stuff. And yeah, I really loved this collection. I loved how it came out. And I love this one. It says, "Oh, travel, how I've missed you," because this came out like after COVID. So it's really good to, you know, that we haven't been traveling for a while, and then you can use those ones. Us at like the baths and the ruin bars and having chimney cakes and our cruise and stuff. And then on the Saturday when we got back on the Friday. Saturday we went out for a meal with our friends. Before the baby came, last meal before their baby Leo came. So we went to have curry, which is our favourite curry. We always go round with them. So that's that one. Then week 43, I was ill again. I got ill so many times this year. I don't know if it's because I've obviously been in for the last 2 years, but this year I got ill about 3 or 4 times. We had Joe's family round for Sunday lunch on the Sunday. I didn't get any photos, but apart from Bilbo and obviously the screenshots of us agreeing to go for dinner. And then I didn't feel very well that evening. So I basically had I had a really bad sinus infection, I think, because under my eyes and my nose was all swollen. So I had these pads underneath my eyes, and this is me taking as many pills as I possibly could to try and make me feel better. These are just some of the filters they had on the Instagram app, which I thought were fun, just because obviously it's like Halloween sort of vibes. This week was a Prima collection. I love this Prima collection, the Halloween one. I don't really do Prima very often. I don't buy much of it, but I love the Halloween ones. So I use those. Mango's going back up the curtains again. I thought she'd outgrown it, but she's back up there. So she looks quite cute up there, to be honest, fair. But yeah, it's a mission to get her back down. And then I wanted to get myself checked out because, well, I had my cervical screening up anyway. I had to go because it was due anyway, so that was fine. It all came back fine. And then the same day I actually had like a check for a breast examination, just because I felt a bit tender and I could feel like a slight sort of, not lump, but just, it was, yeah, I just wasn't too sure. So I went, and it was absolutely fine. It's gone down. It was just hormonal sort of side to things, but always get it checked. And I wanted to put it in here because it's just a reminder myself, and obviously a reminder for everyone else, because I do put these videos up on YouTube. You know, any sort of worry, do go to the doctors, don't put it off. So and then on the Friday or Saturday I went over to Leeds and I went for Vietnamese food with my friend, which was nice. So yeah, cute. And then week 44, busy week, another busy week. This was actual Halloween week. We went to Joe's auntie's birthday party. She just had like a big gathering at a pub. So this was some pictures of the balloons and then us there. So that's Joe's sister and us, and some of the family, which is nice. Joe was showing me how much garlic he was making. He was making some garlic oil and he peeled all this garlic. He absolutely was obsessed with garlic. And then I completed my 50 book challenge, which is good because it's only October or November. So I'm quite proud about, because I was trying to get myself to read more, basically, because rather than be on my phone and stuff, I wanted to read more, so I achieved that. Then we went to these igloos in York, which are really cute. They're these igloos that you can go and have. They serve like pizzas and stuff, so they're really Christmassy as well. They had like a baubles and lights all around it. So yeah, the picture of us up there. I got my purse back because I actually left my purse in Budapest with all my cards and all my train tickets and everything like that in there, but they sent it back to me, so they're really, really lovely, and I was so happy to have it back. We went to Disney on Ice on the Saturday in Manchester, which was really fun, a bit different. Joe was a good sport to come with me because it was a lot of kids. But I love ice skating, and I just thought it'd be quite nice to go see Disney on Ice, so we did. And then it was also bonfire night, so there was a load of fireworks going on, so we got some sparklers to use in the garden, which was fun. Then week 45, we were actually getting ready to go on holiday again, so not too much going on. I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here started, and it was a very big tradition for us to watch that. I was reading my book and having hot chocolates on an evening because it was starting to get really cold and dark on an evening. We went for a Sunday dinner. Again, we go for a lot of Sunday dinners. And there's a picture of me and Moose snuggled up on the sofa watching TV. And then for some reason, in the cold and dark weather, I decided to clean this tarpaulin that goes over our outdoor furniture because I wanted to put the outdoor furniture away now that the weather was really turning. So I wanted to clean this tarpaulin to put over the top. So that is what I did, but it was cold and wet and I highly regretted it. Then the Friday, Saturday, so the Saturday we spent trying to get tickets for Peter Kay. We had like 6 devices going trying to get tickets. And we did actually get them. We did get them. So we're all going, there's 8 of us going next year, 22nd of March, which is exciting. 2024. So obviously we booked them in 2022. That's how many events and how hard it was to get tickets. So we are going, which is good. And then we were packing that day because on Saturday we were going down to London to stay overnight at Heathrow for our flight to the Maldives the next day. So picture of me packing, and then on the Saturday the Elizabeth line that we took, the new one, to Heathrow. So we did it as like an experiment because it's obviously a brand new train line to see if it was easier to get to Heathrow. This week was an Echo Park week. Yeah, very autumny sort of vibes. Week 46 was in the Maldives. I'm yet obviously to do this album because I'm halfway through Budapest, but absolutely amazing holiday, one of the best holidays I've ever been on. Highly recommend to anyone to go. We just went for a week, and to be fair, that was fine for us. We like to do things, so we thought we might be a bit bored for 2 weeks, but it was absolutely amazing. So we got seaplanes, this picture of us flying on these seaplanes, the views. This was me on our balcony. We had a water villa, so we treated ourselves for an over water villa, which was amazing. And I love this collection from Echo Park. It's quite new. And then I did a 12 by 12 insert because we got engaged. Finally, we got engaged. 16th of November, 2022. We've been together 10 years this year, 2023, so it's long overdue, and he knows how much I've been wanting to get married. So he finally did it in the Maldives, and he got it on camera, so I've got some photos as well. So I am doing a wedding prep album, which I'll do more in depth, but this is just an insert for my Project Life to say we are engaged, so super exciting. And then just on the back I just put the postcard that I normally do for the Maldives. And then obviously the second part of the week still there, so we just loved walking around the island and taking photos. We did a lot of snorkeling. The sunsets were beautiful there, and there's really lovely flowers and really lovely views, just having breakfast there as well. So yeah, absolutely amazing. I can't wait to do that scrapbook. Week 47, we were coming home, so this was us on the Sunday coming back. So we had to go like a speedboat thing over to another little island to go get our seaplane to go back to the mainland. And yeah, it's a right trek, but it's absolutely amazing. And then this was us at 5 AM on the London Underground going back to London King's Cross to get our train back up north because we were so jet lagged. We stayed overnight at Heathrow the day when we landed, and then we were up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So we got on one of the first tubes back. Then when we got back, I had a nice bath and sort of relaxed, and I had Mango on the bathtub again, being very needy as she normally does. And then we got straight into like Christmas. So that weekend I went down to see my family. So there's pictures of London King's Cross. Instead of having a tree, they had like this big cardboard structure with all like famous films and stuff on there, which is cool. I went shopping with my mum, so that's all our shopping bags, and these are just some of the pictures of the cats. So this is Fred sitting by the fire, and Betty, and we actually went out for a nice meal as well, which was nice when mum treated me to that, so that's cute. So this was a Simple Stories week as well. I used the November one for their, like, the yearly one of all the months, so I used that one there. And then I've moved on to my Christmas side of things. So this is a Vicky Booting collection. So on the Sunday we went out for tea with my grandma, like actual tea and coffee, because I wanted to tell her about my engagement, so she was super excited. On the Monday I went out to see my friends, and I queued for like an hour and 20 minutes to get this little ghost for my dad's Christmas present, because that's what he wanted. And it was just, it's always busy there in York, so yeah, I did eventually queue, and we went to this really nice burger place called Fat Hippo for these burgers. This is a picture of Mango with my flowers that my friends got me for my engagement. And then I got that thing from Spotify of like the top songs that you listened to that year, so I thought that was quite cool to put it in, because I can compare them each year. And then I had like a works Christmas do with the other managers. It was very last minute. I didn't even know it was going on, so I didn't really have an outfit prepared, but this was me. This is actually me coming home, because I completely forgot to do it when I was going out. So yeah, that's me going out for my Christmas drinks. I put my Christmas tree up on the 1st of December. This is Mango hiding between washing, because we're then getting ready to go on another holiday. We definitely jam-packed our holidays this year, probably a bit too many because it was a bit stressful. But this is me printing off all my photos for the last 3 holidays, so it came in like 8 packets of photos, which is extreme. And obviously we had the suitcase out, so Moose was in it. Moose loves to sit in that suitcase. So yeah, really sort of colourful but darker colours for that week. And then week 49 we was in France, so we actually went to Strasbourg. As I said before, when we booked it, we went for the Christmas markets. The first part of the week I was working. We didn't go till Wednesday, so I was in the office on Monday, Tuesday. I love this Simple Stories collection. I love these cards, and I just love the colours, the pinks and blues for Christmas. This is us on our train over to, I think that was a Eurostar, that was to Paris. And then I just some pictures of the Christmas markets there, which are beautiful. As I said, I'm not on this scrapbook at all yet. I've got the rest of Budapest to do, then the Maldives, and then I'll be doing Strasbourg. So this is just a postcard that obviously I brought home, and then some more pictures of the place. So it was absolutely amazing. It inspired, well, one of the places inspired Beauty and the Beast because of all the lovely houses, and it's just so pretty. So we went to Strasbourg, Colmar and Mulhouse, and they're just so Christmassy and so cute. So I'm glad we did it, and it was very interesting to go by train rather than fly, so we enjoyed it, really enjoyed it. And then week 50, we were just getting ready for Christmas. So the cats were being clingy again. Whenever we go away, the cats are clingy. So they come back and they sit on our laps and stare at us and like tell us off for going away. They do get looked after, obviously, whilst we're away, but they just know when we're back. I watched Wednesday, which I loved. I sort of binge watched it. For me, binge watched it. I don't watch that many things. So binge watching something is like a week rather than like a full day. And then it started to get really cold. So our garden was all really frosty, and the views are all nice and white and just look really frosty. So it was quite nice. This is another Simple Stories vintage collection. This was me wrapping some presents. Mango sitting under the Christmas tree. We actually had some, like, not storms, but bad weather, and the burst, they caused a lot of pipes to burst. So my parents down south didn't actually have any water for 2 days, or heating. So luckily they have a fire. So that's my dad looking like a little gnome sitting in front of the fire. This is me scrapbooking and Mango just being cute. So she's obsessed with plastic bags, and her just getting super close to the camera. So really cute. Nice Christmassy sort of vibes. Week 51. So 1 more week to Christmas, and it was a chaotic week, but not too busy. I was trying to get myself down south, basically. Work wasn't the greatest of states. We had a few people off sick and stuff like that, so I didn't know if I was going to get my leave. I ended up moving things around constantly, but I did eventually get down south. So these are just pictures of both cats together. I just thought that's really cute. I might actually get that photo framed. I used a photo play collection, the Santa Paws, I think it's called. It's the cat one, and this is them just weirdly looking at the appliances. Like, I don't know why, I don't know what they were looking at, but it freaks me out because it makes me think they've got like a rat or something, but there's nothing for them to go under, so I don't know why they do that, but it makes me laugh when I see them, but it also freaks me out. And then on the Tuesday, I think, we went round to meet baby Leo. So this is the one we went to the baby shower for, and he was so cute. He was 4 weeks old at this point. And so this is him here, and this is little Buster, their doggy, and a picture of Joe and us holding baby Leo, which is super cute. We're definitely going through the phase where everyone's getting married and having babies at this point, so I love it. And then this is the basically Christmas, well, yeah, 22nd, 23rd and 24th of December. So we travelled down south on the 22nd. This was us in bed and Nutsy right between us, that I sent to my sister. Betty just on the little windowsill and by the fireplace. And then this was my mum and Joe doing a puzzle together. And then we went for a walk down into Battle to see the Christmas lights, which was really cute. So yeah, just really nice. I was still working, I had to work from down south. It wasn't easy, but we did it. So yeah, it's not easy sometimes when your family live the opposite end of the country, but we make it work. And then Christmas week, basically week 52. So this is all Christmas Day. This is an Echo Park collection. This is just pictures of Joe carving the turkey and us on Christmas Day, my sister and my mum, and this was like the table spread with all the food and sort of flowers and candles and stuff. And then this was all of us around the Christmas table with my grandma and stuff, so that's nice. And then the week after Christmas, so we came home on Christmas, on Boxing Day, and we went round to see Joe's family on the 27th. So that's all of us there. Bless him. Bilbo we were trying to get Bilbo to face the other way, but he didn't get it, so bless him. And then I went round to see my friend. We had some drinks and stuff on the 29th, so that's just us there. And then this is Bilbo when we went round there. So yeah, we didn't really do much for Christmas Eve either. New Year's Eve, we never really do, because if Joe's working, he can't drink, so we don't normally stay up too late anyway. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed flipping through my project life with me. I hope you've enjoyed the ride through the weeks individually. It's nice to see how it all comes together. So thanks for sticking by. This video is very long, so hopefully you're still here, but thank you very much. And as you know, 2023 is up on my channel now, so be sure to check those out. Thank you very much. Bye.